Happy New Month. Glad you're watching Newsfeed this first day of March 2023. A very good afternoon to you. I trust you are doing well. My name is Flora Limuki. Let's kick off this live broadcast. President William Ruto has received 4 new ambassadors and high commissioners from Egypt, Sahrawi Democratic Republic, Cyprus, and Malaysia. The head of state, while congratulating the new ambassadors, assured them that Kenya is keen on building ties with their countries for the betterment of both parties. The new ambassadors are Nasir Atia from Egypt, Ali Mohammed Limam from Sahrawi Republic, Savas Viladmuru from Cyprus, and Ruzaimi bin Mohammed from Malaysia.
And health services.
Ambassador, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. My very best regards to...
I am humbly committed to making every effort in my due capacity, hand in hand with your government, to cultivate and contribute to this friendship. In closing, allow me once again to convey to Your Excellency, the government, and the people of the Republic of Kenya our fraternal greetings and best wishes.
Thank you. Congratulations on your appointment, Ambassador. Congratulations, Ambassador. And my very best wishes as you start to go about duty in Kenya. And I look forward to working with you to build on the already strong and existing relations between.
Elsewhere, a group of legislators from the Catholic faith and pastoralist communities are vowed to support Homa Bay Town MP Peter Kaluma's bill to criminalize homosexuality. The legislators are vowed to stop NGOs planning to register the LGBTQ community in the country.
If you look at the penal code at sections 162 down to 165, homosexuality and these unnatural sexual acts are expressly prohibited. Our constitution has been applauded across the world as one of the best in terms of its human rights prescriptions. I want you Kenyans to ask these people saying there are rights to be gay and lesbian to show us what article of the provision of the Constitution is this that gives anybody the right to be gay or to be lesbian. And that is why we are saying today that we cannot permit immoralities which are expressly prohibited by our laws.
As members of parliament from the pastoral community, we want to condemn in the strongest terms possible the ruling by the Supreme Court trying to legalize from the back door the issue of homosexuality. It is unethical, uncultural, and un-African for people to say that they can have same-sex marriage, a man to a man, a woman to a woman. That is actually uncouth, ungodly. We will not accept, and we will call out those judges who specifically voted that they are not for the interest of the people or humanity for that matter. I want to go the same route as His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. We will lock them in one place and let them see if they can sire children together. If a man to a man sires children, then we will accord them respect and allow. But if that cannot happen, let us go the natural way.
And the Supreme Council of Kenya Muslims, SUPKEM, and the Muslim leadership from Mombasa County have criticized the Supreme Court ruling on LGBTQ right of association while demanding the court to withdraw its sentiments or else they hold demonstrations in the coming weeks. The Muslim leaders have vowed to oppose the ruling, citing that it goes against their teaching and the African cultural settings. Instead, they want the National Assembly to come up with a clear legislation that criminalizes homosexuality in the country.
that LGBTQ story pia ni aibu kuitamka. Maana pia Mwenyezi Mungu hakuyaleta, wewe utatuleteaje wewe? Na tena sisi watu wa kanisa washapinga, Waislamu washapinga, nguvu ziwapi? Sisi tuuze nchi yetu, tuuze watoto wetu, tuuze ukweli wetu kwa sababu bilioni 16.
Hao wenye kuninio hii agenda, wenye kupush hii agenda, tunawaambia hivi, take your people, give them visas, find them another place. Mnaweza kwenda mkawapeleka wakakaa huko na amani yao ile mnataka wawe nayo. Sisi pia mtuache na amani yetu. Hatutakubali kama Waafrika morals zetu ziletwe chini. Our moral values are not going to come down because of you.
Leo janga la drugs lilituletea tukamalizia mayouth wote, watoto wetu wa kike leo hawana waume. Leo wataka kutuletea majanga haya tena wazi wazi. Hatutakubali na hatutakubali.
Na sisi sote tujitokezeni tarehe 17 kwa wingi. Umati mzima wa Kenya, Mombasa yote tutoke tukatae hili jambo, na mimi na hakika Ruto mwenyewe president wa Kenya hili jambo hayuko radhi nalo. Yeye ni mtu wa dini na hawezi upuzi kama huu.
Away from that, a staff audit in Kitui County has unearthed a total of 935 ghost workers in the county government. The audit, which was conducted by the Kitui County Human Resource and Staff Rationalization Committee, included a physical headcount of the entire county workforce. The audit report, while presenting the audit report to the county governor, the committee's chairperson, Dr. Florence Mwinde, revealed that 935 individuals in the county's payroll did not show up for the employment validation process. The report indicated that of the 935 unaccounted for workers, 326 are permanent and pensionable employees, 23 are contractuals, 56 ECDE teachers, and 530 casuals.
Ministry of Public Service, Assistant Management Analyst. If they are there, they'll come running because you can't do without your salary. If they are not there, you'll never see them.
Where immediate action is supposed to be taken, we will take that action.
Sure, Madam Chair, you know these people. I'm sure you know the names of these ghost workers. Your Excellency, on behalf of the County Assembly of Kitui, allow me to assure you that we shall support you fully in ensuring that we implement this report to the latter.
High levels of poverty, lack of education on sexual and reproductive health, experimentation, peer pressure, sexual abuse, and difficulties in accessing services are among factors fueling high rates of unintended pregnancies among adolescents in Kiambu County. Teenage girls have been identified as particularly vulnerable because they often have little to say in their young relationships. They fail to use protective gears, face pressure from peers, or circumstances force them into transactional sex. For example, to buy sanitary pads to retain their menstrual dignity. At least 12 out of 100 teenage girls in the county are reported to be pregnant, a situation that medics, counselors, teachers, among other stakeholders, insisted require urgent interventions to arrest the rise.
That much. In Kiambu County, we are having quite a number of teen mothers and teen adolescents because I think in our event, for example, yesterday, we had the youngest girl who had a child who was 13 years. That's quite young because that's a girl that should be in class 8. And I think when you look at it, that's just a picture of what's happening in all the other sub-counties. So the situation is not as good as we would want it to be, because what we want as health champions is to have a community where we are not talking of adolescent and teenage pregnancies, because we all understand they should be in school.
Teenage pregnancy inasababishwa na mambo kadha wa kadha kama pombe, utumiaji wa dawa za kulevya. Ninaona pia kielelezo kwa society unapata hakuna, na mambo mengine kama pia poverty, shida iko juu sana, so unapata watoto wanaingia katika, wanatekiwa advantage na tena unapata kwa familia, unapata mtu ni baba ya mtoto ama ni anko ya mtoto, anateka advantage ya yule mtoto.
And at least 4.5 million people in arid and semi-arid areas are facing acute food insecurity, according to a research by Horizon Analyst and Research Network. Livestock mortalities across pastoral and marginal mixed farming zones have increased as a result of the ravaging drought. The research further reveals that livestock productivity is currently on a declining trend, with 40 to 80% of the total livestock in the pastoral counties having migrated to neighboring counties and across national borders to neighboring countries like Somalia, Ethiopia, Tanzania, and Uganda.
Like most of the countries in the Horn of Africa, Kenya is currently facing the worst droughts in decades. Kenya, especially Asal counties, had 5 failed rainful seasons. Climate change and climate variability significantly contributed to this unprecedented and protracted ravaging drought and food insecurity. According to the latest data, a staggering 4.5 million people in arid and semi-arid areas are facing acute food insecurity and a significant increase of malnutrition rate.
And as famine and economic crisis deepens, parents from Thika's Kendutu slums are reportedly pushing their children into prostitution and drugs in order to feed themselves and their families. As a result, the judiciary, religious leaders, and other stakeholders from Thika have formed a united front to deal with the ugly situation. Addressing parents and needy students from the slums, they condemned the obnoxious act, pointing all fingers at the parents who are forcing their daughters into illicit sex and their boys into peddling drugs, amongst other vices.
Kuna wamama wengi wanatuma watoto kwa street na haswa wasichana, na ndio tulikuja na hii linda mali safi, sababu ametumwa na mamake aende huko ajiuze na aletee mama ili tupatie watoto wote haki ya kusoma, iwe ni kijana ama nani. Vijana wengine wanatumwa na wazazi kuwa crime. Tunaona wengine hata ndio wanabeba visu, wanabeba hata binduki, wanakuwa wewe mzazi una involve mtoto wako kwenda kufanya crime ili mkule.
Because when you start using a child for drug peddling, you know you have destroyed the whole community. So we are looking into that as a community, and we're going deeper than that.
Embu County government has embarked on plans to alleviate perennial water shortages in Mbeere North and South sub-counties in a bid to turn them into the next county breadbasket. Governor Cecily Mbarire says the county has identified key projects including sinking of boreholes and construction of earth dams to store runoff water to turn around the fortunes of locals who rely on agriculture as the main economic activity. The governor noted her administration was in the process of procuring a borehole drilling machine specifically for 2 areas that will also make a huge saving in terms of cost that could be incurred in outsourcing drilling services from private entities.
Tutaendelea kuweka pesa katika earth dams kwa sababu tumeona harvesting of water is the way to go going forward. Pia ningetaka kusema tumeshirikiana na Mheshimiwa William Ruto ambaye amekubali kwamba tutafute mbinu za kuhakikisha tumeweza kutumia maji ile iko kwa dams zile ziko karibu na sisi, Masinga Dam, Gitaru, Kindaruma and Kiambere, tuweze kuweka hiyo maji kwa mlima juu iweze kuteremka kwa mwananchi by gravity. Na hiyo design imefanywa.
This time round tunang'ang'ana tutafute zile mbegu zitaweza kufumilia hii weather. Kwa sababu tunaona hata mvua itakuwa kubwa. Tunaomba watu wetu waendelee kupanda zile chakula zilikuwa za kitambo. Kuna mawere, kuna mtama, kuna hizi tunaita kunde, hizo chakula za aina hiyo. Kwa sababu maharagwe na mahindi at least ionekane ikifanya vizuri sana, especially hii inataka mvua mingi.
Mirani cash crop ya hapa mbele kwetu. Hiyo ndio naweza omba wote. Kwa hivyo shinda na kilio ni manji. Hiyo ndio mimi naweza omba serikali na wasaidiane na waheshimiwa wajue vile manji itawafikia watu hapa Mbeti South na Gachoka General. Kwa hivyo manji ndio muhimu tu. Manji ikishafika kila mtu ataamka. na hiyo itakuwa vizuri na maendeleo itafanyika hapa.
Narok Governor Patrick Ole Ntutu says the county has set aside 3 billion shillings this year for the development projects in the county. Governor Ntutu noted that the plan had been agreed upon after a public participation exercise conducted across all the wards in the county. He further insisted that his administration would not tolerate anyone who would want to play politics at the expense of service delivery.
Tumeanzisha leo ile development plan ambayo tulikuwa nayo ya county integrated development plan. Na hii plan kila ward walienda kuketi kupitia public participation. Na wameanza kutoa projects zile ambazo wanafikiri ama wanataka tufanyia kama county government. Tutaenda kutumia bilioni 3 kwa development. Na kesho asubuhi mimi nitaanza kwa Narok North. Tutaanza pale Ngareta, tutaenda Oloropil, Olokurto, pande ya Melili, ili sisi kama county tumekataa hii mambo ya side show ya siasa. Tumekataa kabisa kwa sababu tunajua siasa ikiletwa watu hawatafanya kazi. Lakini tukipewa nafasi wale viongozi, hasa MCS na mimi na wabunge na wale wengine wote, ili tuweze kufanyia watu
Internally displaced persons, IDPs in Nyandarua and Laikipia counties have appealed to the government to help them get their share of the money allocated to them after they were displaced following the controversial 2007 general elections. Led by IDPs coordinator James Mwaura, the group accused some government officials who are tasked with addressing their plights but failed to implement the president's directive even after the money was released by the Treasury. They have, however, claimed that the government had also identified and procured some pieces of land meant for the resettlement but were yet to be allocated.
Is what God wants use.
Tunashukuru sana kwa sababu ya serikali yetu, kwa maana tuko na amani. Lakini hata kama tuko na amani Kenya, bado tuko na mashida mingi sana. Kwa sababu sisi ni wamoja wenye sisi ni kundi moja ya watu wenye walienda Kiajogu kule Salama Ward, na tunapitia shida nyingi sana. Hatuna mahali ya kuishi, tunaishi kwa makaratasi.
Hii leo tuko mahali hapa Ol Kalou kuja kuidhinisha siku ya waathiriwa ambao ni tarehe 28 mwezi wa pili. Siku hii tunaikumbuka kwa sababu ni siku ambayo Kofi Annan alileta uwiano wakati damu ilimwagika Kenya. Na hii leo ndio tunauliza, ikiwa leo ni siku ya IDPs ambao tunasherehekea Kenya mzima, nauliza serikali yetu ya Kenya Kwanza ambao tulioichagua kwa roho moja iingilie kati na ili angalie maslahi ya wananchi hawa.
Sasa siku ya leo tumekutana hapa Nyandarua tukitaka kujua haki yetu, kwa sababu jana tulikuwa kwa governor na tukaagana atakuja. Tunamgoja tu tuone kama ataingia, lakini hata wakubwa wao wengine wote tumewapea mabarua ndio wakuje hapa ndio tuwe pamoja na hawa, lakini tumeshangaa, tumeona kama hawajaingia. Tunahope ya kwamba tutakuwa.
Garissa Governor Nadhif Jama has issued a stern warning to land cartels, saying the county will revoke all the title deeds acquired illegally. According to the governor, the county had frozen all land registration until the exercise is streamlined, saying that he had engaged the National Land Commission to visit the county to ascertain the authenticity of some of the title deeds. According to the governor, the county government is the custodian of the land in the county, and he wondered how does an individual take a community land without the county approving the same, going ahead to claim that it belongs to him. He added that nobody should make tribal claims when the exercise begins.
The county government is the custodian of the land in this county. This is community land. Nyinyi mmechukua ardhi ya community mnagana bila sisi ku-approve. How? We are revoking them, then you come to us and msema alafu na kabila fulani. Mimi baba kabila sijui. I'm revoking these titles because zimeleta shida. Hata land ya kuchenga choo hakuna choo. All land has been grabbed. What to find in? How do you work? LLC committee is coming here. Ministry of Lands, the minister himself. We have spoken. He's coming here. We are going to revoke all illegally registered, all illegally titled lands. Do not bother grabbing big lands kwa sababu hautapata title. Hiyo maneno isambazwa na watu wa media.
In an effort to drive towards clean energy, Busia County has come up with policies and measures that will increase the development of clean energy. County Executive Member for Energy Andrew Meso says the county is putting in mechanisms including partnerships to ensure the county meets SDG 7 on clean energy given the high cost of energy in the recent past. Residents will also be empowered on how to tap into new technologies on use of renewable energy in day-to-day activities.
Depending on how you are using it, but the water belt, there is a lot of sugar production here. So instead of having this as a waste, they are recycling and producing very clean energy. Also working with the Rural Electrification and Renewable Energy Commission, REREC, we are encouraging institutions, the schools, the hospitals who are bulk consumers of wood and charcoal to move to more efficient ways of cooking or preparing meals or consuming energy, and that is mainly energy saving GOs. Energy saving GOs, even biogas is part of what we are promoting through REREC. And what we do most here is promotion of renewable energy technologies, and we have got different types.